Why mixing and mastering with a pro is a must. Today, we'll discuss why choosing a highly professional mix engineer is essential, not just for your music and sound, but also for your career. Hi there, my name is Ivan, and I'm an engineer with over 10 years of experience. We run an online mixing and mastering business, working with both independent artists and major label projects. Today, I want to share 5 reasons why collaborating with a professional mix engineer is crucial. First, let's talk about the business side of music. In the music industry, successful artists are also savvy business people. They excel at both their craft and the business aspects, knowing how to handle numbers and make strategic decisions. No smart business person does all the work themselves, right? The best practice is to delegate. When we look at major labels, big businesses, and top artists, every task is handled by a professional in that area. There are managers, directors, distributors, arrangers, songwriters, and more. This approach works because hiring talented people enhances your abilities as an artist and as a business person. You're essentially buying their experience and time for yourself. Time is our most valuable asset. You can't buy it, but delegating tasks, you gain more of it. This time can be used for what you excel at and enjoy most. You can spend 10 hours or more trying to mix your track, or you can pay a couple of $100s and relax on the beach or hang out with your friends. The choice is yours. I believe it's far better to take a break or use that time to learn, write songs, make useful connections, or perform. By delegating part of the work to a professional, you're leveraging their experience and boosting your business. This approach accelerates your career growth and enhances the quality of your work, as professionals will highlight and complement your efforts. So instead of trying to make everything yourself and going crazy learning all aspects, consider this. The average artist releases about 10 songs a year. If one mix costs $300, you'll spend $3,000 annually, but save a significant amount of time. To mix music at an industry level, you'll need to spend thousands of hours learning and practicing, which is not a worthwhile investment of your time. In Constant, an engineer has everything optimized and can complete the job efficiently. They can mix several times faster and with far better quality than someone who is just starting out. Even in our studio, tasks are divided and the process is optimized. For instance, when I mix, an assistant prepares the project, handles routine tasks, and I simply sit down and mix the ready project. With 10,000 hours and numerous projects behind me, it doesn't take me long. I mix it quickly, double-check it, listen, evaluate, check on different playback systems, and send it to the client. That's it. You, on the other hand, would spend an enormous amount of time on this. This become wasted hours that could have been invested in a new project, new idea, networking, resting, performing, and so on. So if you want to grow creatively and financially, delegate secondary tasks. This rule benefits everyone, not just musicians. The second reason to work with a professional mix engineer is the special sound qualities you receive. It's clear that a professional mix engineer can create a superior sounding mix. You might think that since most people listen on headphones, sound standards should drop. While it's true that we no longer need huge consoles to mix music and that some standards have become simpler, with many people mixing at home, the audience's expectations for music remain very high. They now require even more immersive and captivating sound to grab their attention. Most importantly, listeners pay attention to the first chord, the first few seconds of the song. If they're not impressed, they will walk away before they hear the melody, lyrics, or your voice as an artist. If the first note, the first second doesn't grab their attention, they won't stay to listen. A professional mix engineer knows how to create sound with these qualities that can make listeners stay. You can't imagine how much skill it takes to manipulate the listener's mind. We know how to set everything up, automate it, and use contrast to evoke strong emotions, even up to the point of giving goosebumps. So, don't skimp on professional mixing for this reason as well. If the sound is good, it will immediately grab attention. From there, Your performance, music, lyrics, and everything else you create will take over. The third point is that working with a professional mix engineer provides valuable insights on recording and arrangement. A good engineer works on diverse projects across different genres. They communicate with a variety of people and see a range of work. This experience allows them to give you useful advices on what can be improved in your project. For instance, they might say, look, this microphone doesn't suit you, try using that one. They will point out what can be fixed and what can be improved. They might advise you to redo the arrangement because it overlaps with the vocal. Mixing by yourself, you would probably try to adjust this problem with an equalizer, wasting a lot of time and effort and ultimately damaging the arrangement's quality. However, a professional engineer will know the solution for any mixing problem right away. They aren't learning or experimenting. They know exactly how to achieve the sound you need. They can recommend a studio or an arranger if necessary. For example, they might say, this composer writes arrangements that are easier to mix and sound great. Professional engineers' suggestions help you not only make your track sound better, but also grow faster and better as an artist. Working with professionals enhances your networking, your development, and it's also enjoyable to collaborate with people who support your career and professional growth. The fourth point is that over time, the number of skills you need will snowball. You may grasp the basics of mixing, create your own mix, and think you've got it. But very soon, as your career grows, you'll need mixes in different formats and with different qualities. You'll need to learn more and more, and there's only so much you can learn on your own. You'll need to mix live performances, Dolby Atmos versions, Apple Digital Masters versions, do interviews, and create music videos. There are many work formats and different genres. Today, you might be an electronic artist, and tomorrow you could play an acoustic concert with an orchestra. As an artist or an amateur engineer, you may never master all of this. But a professional engineer knows it all. It's their field. Even if they haven't mastered every aspect yet, they have tons of tools and context to nail any task. If you give me any sound-related task now, for example, changing something, re-recording, remixing, cutting, or tuning, I, as a professional mix engineer, can easily do it in a few hours. A musician who can mix a little, or you as an artist who knows how to mix, won't even know how to approach some of these tasks. Without a professional engineer, it will be very difficult to grow your career as an artist. The fifth advantage of working with professional engineers, which I want to mention, though it's debatable, is the insights from the engineers. What does that mean? We, as professional engineers, see a lot of music projects and, most importantly, engage with them long before their release. With big projects and major labels, the time for mixing to release can be as long as a year. So we notice trends and patterns long before they become obvious in the music world. We can make good predictions. For example, I got through hundreds of projects and noticed that a certain genre is becoming more popular. Right now, we're seeing the country music style dominate more and more on the platforms. But more than 6 months ago, we started receiving projects with hints of country, references with country elements, and so on. It gradually became clearer that this style was trending, and as an engineer, I could already provide insights. 6 months ago, I could tell clients, let's create something in the country style, something with a natural, country-like acoustic sound. Another example is Dolby Atmos. When we started working with Dolby Atmos, we knew in advance that it would be a breakthrough, popular and heavily promoted. We had this insight from conferences, interviews, and technology trends, so we understood that it was going to be pushed forward. As engineers, we told our clients, guys, switch to Dolby Atmos because there will be many benefits. It's cheaper, it offers more formats in one, Apple will promote it, Mercedes will promote it, and now we see that royalties have increased for Dolby Atmos. We can share many insights like this, and if you are working with a professional, their insights can help you a lot. Overall, the bottom line is that working with professionals is beneficial in many ways. Yes, you might have to pay twice as much, but it always pays off because you'll get 10 times the value. I understand that sometimes you have no choice but to work with a beginner. In that case, you'll miss out on the advantages I discussed in this video. However, you'll be working together, growing together, and eventually, this person will become a professional. Then you'll be working with an expert. In any case, choose an engineer you enjoy communicating with. I have another video where I discuss how to choose an engineer. Watch it and you'll see the process of looking for a mix engineer from a whole different perspective. Again, choosing a professional might cost twice as much, but you'll get 10 times the value. Professionals save your time, deliver superb sound, fix flaws, and provide guidance, ensuring you feel completely confident in your work. As a businessman and an engineer, I've experienced this myself. When you try to save on essential business needs like a website, video, or copywriters, you only complicate your life. I remember the satisfaction of hiring a professional, paying them well, and having them handle the tasks completely. You don't have to be involved in the process, and you know for sure that the person is doing everything correctly. It gives you complete peace of mind, which is priceless. So, I encourage everyone to work with professionals, be a professional, and work with professionals. And make sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Like this video if you learned something useful today. If you are in the search of a professional mix engineer, bring us your projects. We will provide you with a perfect industry quality mix and master record, including all the benefits I've discussed in this video and more.